Greetings and salutations. I hope everyone's having themselves a mighty fine day. Please like the video, subscribe, and hit the bell down so the ghost of the 13-month series doesn't get you and you can stay notified. Yeah, V. He's coming back. The vessel? What's going on? The promised one? A lot of things we gotta talk about. But what I wanna do something today is a little different. I don't really do theories. What I want to give you guys is my personal perspective and theory and thoughts on the whole V thing. And I haven't fully wrapped my head around it, but let's get right into it. So here's the thing that's giving me the most pause. And I don't think it's unreasonable. It's just like this is not how V has been presented for the most part. But I'm not one of those people who are necessarily convinced V was just the greatest goody two shoes, charismatic leader. Like I think he had faults. Like because I don't think anyone's perfect. I think anyone's perfect, right? So I never thought V was perfect before I even met him. What is reminding me of a little bit is this. And if you are a Legend of Zelda fan that maybe haven't played these games, you might want to skip over this example. But Legend of Zelda has a timeline called Hyrule Historia. Not something I adhere to or personally particularly care about. But depending on what happens or depending on what game you're playing, you might be in the downfall timeline where Link loses to Ganon in Ocarina of Time, where he wins and then she gets sent back in time. And then there's one version where the Hero of Time's not there and the gods have to flood the world. Adult child timeline. Anyways, that's unimportant here. What's important is the character you play as, the Link you play as, like Majora's Mask, and the Link you play as the Hero of Time, actually died with a lot of resentment and hatred and unresolved emotions, even though he was like a hero that saved the kingdom multiple times, if you will. And became, I think it's Stalfos I'm thinking of. I'm sorry if I'm using the wrong skeleton being in Zelda right now. I'm off the top of my head. But he passed on all of his teachings to his descendant, the hero of Twilight, the Link that you're playing as later on. But it was shocking for a lot of us to just know he died the way that he did, because we're like, wait, this is like the Hero of Time. This is like the OG Zelda Link for so many people. What could have caused that? And it's actually not crazy for V, after being betrayed by the people he climbed with, maybe seeing his son and his wife, the woman he cares about, going to go through, and maybe if he did, have to sacrifice himself or die a certain way, he died with a lot of resentment and hatred in his heart. And that carried over. Because the line that's giving me pause is, I needed a great hatred to awaken me. Why? It could have been love, Bam being in danger. What's really going on here? Is he really a vessel for V's return? Are they gonna battle out their bodies and see which personality wins, or they become a new being altogether? Or is actually just V like, hey, my son, you see all these moving parts in your body, you gotta consolidate them and use them more efficiently. They're like I just have so many different thoughts, and part of me believes that maybe V sacrificed himself so Arlene and Bam could get away or get outside or something, and then she casted a demonic, like evil satanic type spell that may have resulted in this, because I think that maybe she was going through it even more and her hatred could be just as strong. But remember what the God of Guardians said when he asked if V would share the power. It makes evil in the Shinsu stronger. It makes evil more powerful too. Evil will evolve and you would become more susceptible to it. Could that decision have made it easier for dark thoughts and whatnot to seep into his mind? This is kind of, so you can see here my mind is working like 1,000 paces a minute here. Like I'm just throwing things at the wall, wet towels at the wall to see that will stick. But for the time being, there's a part of me that believes that this is a V and Arlen combination idea. I don't know that it's meant to like take over to kill or hate, because I think Bam would have to have that ideological clash with his father if he's like in him being like kills are hard. Oh. The same way I think you'd have to have that ideological conflict with Looselek, who's like, we're taking out the family heads. But Bam in that one chapter where we freed all those like Shinhue's divine sea creatures was like, they're trapped too. Like I want to free them. He's not on that tip. So we'll just have to see how it all plays out. But I thank you guys for listening to me ramble, because I don't even have my thoughts all together. But I'm gonna make a community post, or might be already made, and I want everyone's theories, and maybe together we can cook up something dope. Be safe. I'm out. Patreon gang. I appreciate you guys as always. Thank you for the continued support. It always helps. I'm actually gonna add like $1 tier just for those who just want to throw a little extra help to me, if y'all don't mind that. But shout out to the certified BAM lovers. That's CBL gang, CBL nation. But a bigger shout out to the priest of fire. Those are the certified brothers lovers. They might be the real CBLs. And the huge shout out to the fifths and gods. Thank you to Zyler Scotty, Wolf General, Rec Mazzino, Sly, Simi, Scobe, Rox G, Revenant, Lazy Dragon, Big Mod Katan, Johnny Rogers, Huey, Gray, Fairs, Childish New Jabez, Agrona Vitra, and Big Abdel. Your support is greatly appreciated. Thank you. I moved out of the streets into a cardboard box. We're moving on up, people.